So, it's been a while since I've done one of these types of videos. These Retropalooza Houston pickup videos. Got a decent stack of games here. This haul is not as big as the past hauls I've done, because, well, let's be honest, prices have been a little bit screwed, let's be honest, because of things. And last year was also screwed. Apologies if I don't sound that enthusiastic, just stuff. I'm not going to get into it now. Anyways, I just want to go over these purchases here. And, yeah, we've got a decent amount of stuff here. Things I wanted, things I didn't think I'd find, of course. And stuff that will always have a hell of a story to it as well. So, yeah, and apologies for the lack of a normal bed here, but didn't get to put more blankets in the washing machine until today, and I've got to change these sheets today, so yeah, a little bit of a mess here. I apologize, but I had no other time to literally make this video, so got the collection background music fired up, so let's get into, let's not waste any more time and get into it. I'll go over each of these by seller, and I have them all grouped by there, and I'll go over what, and yeah, so let's go. Okay, so first one, and then a game that was overall my 600th game, is Lethal Skies, which was $10, is a Sammy release from, let me see, 2002, I believe. This is another flight combat game like Ace Combat, basically, so, yeah, I had to get it. There is a sequel to this. I didn't find the sequel, but, I'll try to find that soon. Oh, piece broken there. Okay, next up, from a different seller there, I got Nights into Dreams, because I didn't get this when it came out when I should have. This is $10. It's a Wii release. This is a Sega release from 2006, 2007, somewhere around there, probably. I played the first Nights on my Twitch a little while back, for those of you who follow that, and you had a bit of a learning curve to it, but I got the hang of it, so I think I should be able to get into this one here. And that was 10. Next up, for $20, I got from Captain Retro, Phantasy Star Online Episode 3 Card Revolution. Offline, online multiplayer action. This is a Sega release from 2004 here. The crazy thing is that this was a bit of a different game. This was actually not the original case that it came in, because it came in a DVD case here, and it's got the reg card, as you can see, and precautions booklet too. This was in very good condition, but this is not the one everyone goes crazy for, episode 1 and 2, but yeah, that's what the one everyone goes crazy for. Also from Captain Retro, I got for $5, Magic the Gathering Battlegrounds, which is an Atari release from, I can't tell, 2003, I believe. This is like a attempt to bring Magic the Gathering to a console here. This game technically also came out on PC, but unlike Jade Empire and Sudeki, you can't buy it on Steam, so I got an excuse to buy this here, and it was $5 anyways. Now these next two purchases I got from Freaks and Geeks. They are another Sega Wii game, Jumbo Safari Animal Rescue for $12. This one is from 2007, or no, 2009 or whatever, somewhere around that time period. This is kind of like a more updated version of the classic Jumbo Safari arcade game. I do wish that this had the arcade version in it, basically, because that was supposed to come to Dreamcast back in the day with Emergency Call Ambulance and Brave Firefighters, but that never happened. Okay, another one from Freaks and Geeks for $23 is Filthy the Lost Planet. Working Designs Ultra Series. Yeah, Working Designs, co-developed, I believe, by Game Arts and Treasure, the people that made Ikaruga. This is, of course, a Working Designs release. This is from 2000, I believe. Yeah, this is from 2000 there. There are actually two disc variants of this. There's a space disc variant and a hangar variant. This is the hangar variant. There's no difference between either of them, though, and I have more shmups, which is always a good thing. Next up, I got this from the guy who got me Nocturne a couple years ago at the convention. I got this for 10, believe it or not. When it goes closer to 20, it is Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3, which is a Bandai Namco release from 2008, I think, because they took forever on some of these to get released in the States, but yeah. It's got the Shonen Jump card, the game's manual there. Oh yeah, this one is English. It just It always has other stuff on it. So, yeah. And I'm glad, because now all I need is Shippuden, and then for Shippuden, I'll have all the PS2 Ultimate Ninja games. Oh, that's a good one there. Next up, for $6, I got Gran Turismo 5 XL Edition. Includes over $20 of bonus cars, tracks, and more. It's the best racing game out there, according to GamePro. I don't know if I quite go that far, but for simulation standards, yeah, obviously you know who released this. This is from 2000 and... Actually, does it say? I don't think it does. Oh, whatever. It's Gran Turismo. You know what you get. And there's kind of an inner print there. I'll show off the inner print there, which basically has Indy cars. And yeah, and there's the disc too, just to give that a proper view. Okay, there's technically the XL Edition codes. I'm pretty sure the codes are no good though, considering the content itself is not on the disc, but oh well. What are you gonna do? Hold on. Let me get this back in here. Okay. Next up, I got, also I think from the same seller who got me Gran Turismo, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, Vancouver 2010 Winter Olympics. This was $10. This is technically a Sega Nintendo release from 2010. Yeah, obviously, because, you know, I played the first one quite a bit. Never played this, though, but I got it now. And all I need now is the 2012 one, then I'll have them all on the Wii. Next up, I got Eternal Ring for $15. It's an Age Tech release. It's technically a From Software game. This is kind of a first-person adventure game of sorts. This was a launch title for the PS2 exclusive. And it's kind of like Elder Scrolls in a way, so yeah. Not much to say more about it. Oh, here's a good one with an interesting story. Andy from Retro Card hooked me up with this. The price sticker says $30, but I was able to haggle on it and I ended up getting this for $25. This is Tales of the Abyss. It's another Bandai Namco release. This is from, I think, 2006, I believe. If I could find the date on this thing properly. I think, wait, is it there? No, 2005 is what it says. I can't even remember, but this was a later title. I've not actually played a single Tales game before, so this will be my first time playing it, so yeah, that should be fun. Okay, that's stack one. Let's get into the next stack. Now, some of this stack, I actually rebought games I used to have, actually. Those are mostly Wii stuff. First of which, from the same seller, is... not the same seller as the one before, but this and the next one I got from the same seller. Ssx Blur, which was $8. This is an EA Sports Big release, I believe, from 2007. This was a pretty early launch title for the Wii, or early release game for the Wii. I didn't like this as much as the other games because of the controls and all, but I'll give it another chance. I remember buying a classic controller for this, but it's not compatible with it, so oops. Alright, next up, from the same seller, for $12, I got Sonic and the Black Knight here. Again, in part of the Storybook series, which also includes Secret Rings, which I only found a loose disc of, unfortunately, which sucks, but oh well. The next chapter in Sonic's Storybook series, following Sonic and the Secret Rings. And this is from 2009, I think, or 7. I can't even tell with these logos. Probably 09, I can't remember. But yeah, this one I've heard is at least better than Secret Rings. It's been a long time since I played that mess. But yeah. Next up, I tried to haggle on this one to get it to 20 because that's what it was closer to listed at on Price Charting, but was unable to, and I was stuck with this for 25. I'm a bit annoyed with that, but oh well. Just bite your tongue and move on. In fact, this one actually had a 20 sticker underneath. It's Rogue Galaxy. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, 20 was a sticker was literally labeled over with this. It's like, not even like, oh, let's take the sticker off or whatever, but yeah. It's the same guy I got Klonoa for 25 from when that was 30, and now that's like a $100 game on the Wii. I'm a little annoyed, but whatever. This is, well, Sony release. It's from 2006. This was actually the last Also kind of annoyed because this was actually the last level 5 game I needed on PS2, because I had all the others, Dark Cloud 2, and Dragon Quest VIII, and this was the last, so, oh well, beggars can't be choosers. At least I got a deal on these next 3. These next 3 I got from Hav Geese, the same guy who sold me Steambot Chronicles those a couple years back, as well as Crash to Insanity and the first Naruto Ultimate Ninja. I got all these 3 for $70, and given one of them in here and how much it goes for, you'd be surprised. So let's take a look. We got, for starters, Q. This is an Atlas release. It's one of the cheaper Atlas games you can get. Basically, this is from 2000 and I can't even tell, 4, I think. I don't even remember. Somewhere in the early 2000s. This is based off a toy line, actually, that Takara made of wind-up cars that were popular in Japan. This series actually has had many games, but some of them have been released under different names here in the States, so yeah. You'll have to try and track those down, but those should be. Okay, next game I got was Way of the Samurai, which is a BAM Entertainment release from 2002, I believe. Yeah, 2002 here. Die with Honor. I've heard this is a pretty good adventure game, basically, with samurais here. Action-adventure, with a decent amount of emphasis on adventure. And here's the game that really bumped it up and made the 70 for worth it, because, yeah, normally it would have been 10 for Q, 20 for Way of the Samurai on its own, and 55 for this one alone. It is Way of the Samurai 2, because you really can't have one without the other. This is a Capcom release. They published the second one over here. This could be a real sleeper hit, according to PSM in 2004. They're probably not entirely wrong. Both of the Way of the Samurai games are. Actually, when I saw, I'll mention it later. But yeah, this I saw he had in another pickups video, and I'll link his channel in the description. But yeah, here, he had picked this up at one point. I don't know if this was a prior copy, or if this was just a duplicate that was had in the wild. But either way, to have both of those Way of the Samurai games, I'm looking forward to actually playing those. These next 3 I got from him for 15 total, actually. First, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which is a Midway release from 2002, I believe. This was the first of several 6th-gen Mortal Kombat games. And I have a Deception, the Scorpion Collector's Edition, so yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. Next up, I got Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, and because the previous one, this, and the next one were 15 total, we could save 5 apiece. The disc in this one is not in the best of shape, but I can fix that with my own JFJ. Obviously, it's a Rockstar release. This is from 2006, I believe. This game was ported to PSP first, and then came to PS2, like Vice City Stories. I'll show you all the disc here. It might be a little hard to notice, but you might be able to see some of those scratches a little bit, but yeah. I love this manual too, by the way, how it's shaped like a newspaper, the Liberty Tree. And yeah, that is the full map there before anyone asks. Okay, let's see. Next up is Gauntlet 7 Sorrows here, which is another Midway release. I believe this one's from 2005. So yeah, and this one also had online play, but more Gauntlet. You can't go wrong with it. I need to get the other Gauntlets. This is the only console one I have. Okay. Alright. Got a couple other ones. That's the last of Hobbs pickups here. Got this one from another seller here. Naruto Clash of Ninja 2 with 16. Includes limited edition Naruto collectible card game card. And they're not even kidding because it's in there. This is a Tomy release. He had several copies of this game, the particular seller here. This is from 2000. Oh no, this ain't from 03. It's probably a little later given this stuff. And yeah, there's the card there. Successors. And the disc. If we keep the Naruto kit going, actually, I got Uzumaki Chronicles 1. From the same seller I got Lethal Skies from. I negotiated, haggled, and got this for 12 bucks instead. Because I bought Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles 2 at a different convention a couple weeks back. But now I have this here, so I can play through both of them, basically. Which I'm looking forward to doing. Next up, from the same seller I got Rogue Galaxy. Orphan Scion of Sorcery for 8. This is an Activision release from 2000, I believe. This was like an early title. I think it's based off an anime as well. It's another RPG. It's not a long one though, like other ones. It's like 8 hours, so it all works out with the price in the end. Okay, next up from the same seller I got Naruto from, I got the Simpsons game. This was kind of a pricey one, but I really wanted to get this because I wanted to play this so bad. This is an EA release from 2007, I believe. I can't tell here with the stinking price on this. Oh, whatever here. Or the thing, not the price. Yeah, 2007. Oh, man. This is the last Simpsons game we've ever had on any kind of console whatsoever. EA has not made a single one whatsoever. This was made by the people who made those excellent Lord of the Rings games and those Bond games as well. And you'll see one of those Lord of the Rings games here when we get to day 2 pickups. Also from that same seller, I got Inuyasha Feudal Combat. I haggled on that and got it for $35 because the disc wasn't in the best of shape. This is a Bandai release from 2005, I believe, here. Yeah, so there it is. I'll show y'all the disc. Yeah, this looked rough here. Oh, and it does come with a reversible cover. So, oh boy, those all fell. So the next time that you see it in like a future collection video, it will be in a different cover, I assure you. Okay, let me find a better way to lay these out here. Hold on one second. Find a better way to lay these out here. Okay, there we go, that'll be better. Oh shit, hold on, my messages, Discord's blowing up here. Oh, never mind, it's something else, I can wait. Okay, we've already covered all of these there. There we go. Okay, and the last day 1 pickup I got for $5 from the seller there that had like the most 90s custom arcade setup. Anybody who was there knows what I'm talking about. Got the Sega Superstars Tennis bundle, and yeah, Sonic, with the Sonic X theme running here, but the Sega Superstars Tennis and Xbox Live Arcade Compilation Disc Bundle. This, I believe, was the pack and tie-in if you bought a 360 arcade model, but when I got mine, I never got this, but whatever. Ah, yeah, it's a fine one, I'll let it go. Okay, so there's Superstars Tennis, and there's the disc itself. I mainly wanted it for this, but this was going to be the cheapest way to get it, basically, because I wanted the 360 version of this to have the definitive version. And that covers day 1 pickups. Now we'll go to day 2 pickups. Thankfully that's not a bigger stack, but I promise you we'll get through it. So, from the guy I got Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3 from, he knows who he is, shout out to him. I'm forgetting his name, but if he's watching this, yeah, shout out to him. You know who you are, bro, and you're awesome. I went through his bargain bin stuff, PS1 bin titles. Sports games were $2, non-sports games were $4. I got 1 sport, 1 non-sport, and it ended up being 5 total. So 4 for this, 1 for the next. So we'll say for $4, the original Medal of Honor. This is a EA and DreamWorks Interactive release from 1990. What is that? Hold on, I gotta take the thing away here. It's 1990, I think 1999. This was basically the one that Steven Spielberg had a somewhat hand in, given the popularity of the film Saving Private Ryan. So, yeah. Next up is Cool Borders 3, which is a Sony release, developed by 989 Studios. This is the only Cool Borders game I actually found here. I haven't played any of them, but I do like snowboarding games like Ssx, so this should be right up my alley anyways, so yeah. Next up, from the seller I got, what was it? That I think I got Eternal Ring from. I haggled, and for $25 I got Resident Evil Code Veronica X with the demo disc. The bonus Devil May Cry demo disc included. Resident Evil 5th Anniversary Edition. You can tell this is from 2001 because of the 5th anniversary thing. So yeah. And the side of the case is cracked, but that's not important here. There's that. There's your demo disc. The main thing is that the disc isn't in the best of shape. Yeah, you can see. I just bought some. I needed to get some new polishing compounds for my JFJ though. I just bought them, so as soon as I get them, I'm going to resurface some stuff underneath. Okay, these next 2 I got from Captain Retro for $10 total. I got Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers for the Xbox. This is an EA Games release from 2002. Ignore the $3.99 sticker on there. What can I say about this game here? I did a stream of this. I beat it in one sitting in like 4 hours. It's not really long anyways, but what are you gonna do? Decent little game, but I really want to get Return of the King at some point. Also from Captain Retro for 5, I've got Legends of Wrestling. This is an Acclaim release from 2001. And what more can you say about this? Acclaim thought they were masters in the game world of wrestling, so they decided to make a wrestling game with Legends. I've heard it's decent. The sequel I've heard, though, is much better, but yeah, not really ideal. But Showdown, Showdown, the third one, we don't talk about. Okay, next up, for 12 bucks, I got Excite Truck, which I used to have this back in the day, actually. This is a Nintendo release from 2006, I believe. Yeah, this was a launch title for the Wii. I used to have it, and I wanted it back, and now I have it. Case doesn't snap half shut, I gotta replace that, but the disc is in very good condition, like, almost brand new. Went back to the same seller I got, Orphan and Rogue Galaxy from, and I got these two. I got the sequel to Excite Truck, Excite Botch Trick Racing for 8. Obviously, this is another Nintendo release. I believe this is from 2010. And yeah, compatible with the Wii Wheel, because why wouldn't you, though? I've heard this one is even more insane than the first, so yeah. For 10 bucks, also from him, I got Battalion Wars 2. And another Nintendo release from 2007, I think. I can't remember. The first Battalion Wars is probably kind of gone with its pricing, but this one is still affordable, so I picked it up. And yeah, the manual is under there, so yeah. Okay, next up, for 6 bucks, I got Project Gotham Racing 4, which is a Microsoft release, obviously. This is from, I think, 2007? I can't remember here. I can't even... Yeah, 2007. This was the last Project Gotham Racing. I've never played any of them past number 2 on the original Xbox. I need to find number 3 now, and then I'll have them all. Because I really missed this series. I really wish Microsoft didn't kick the series to the curb when Forza came out. But hey, I guess we have Forza Horizon. Come on, that's not the same as this. And rest in peace, Bizarre Creations. And the last game I got from the same person, I got the same people I got the Sega Superstar Tennis and Xbox Live Arcade bundle from. I got the Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, speaking of more EA and Visceral Games stuff here, and more Lord of the Rings, here is Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. The most exciting RPG since Final Fantasy, according to Electronic Gaming Monthly, which is probably a bit of a stretch, and yeah, this artwork insert is damaged, I apologize. This is another EA release from 2004 here. One RPG to rule them all. One RPG to find them all. Oh, jeez. This is basically like more of an original story. Oh, boy. Come on. This is more of an original story set in the Lord of the Rings universe. It's an RPG as opposed to hack and slash like Two Towers and Return of the King. So yeah, but I've heard decent things about it. And for 5 bucks, can't go wrong. And this is not on PC, so come to Papa on consoles like GoldenEye Rogue Agent, but probably better than that game. And that's gonna do it for all my pickups there anyway. So yeah. Anyways, that's really it. Keep an eye out for the next review. I'm still working on it. Hopefully it'll be done soon, but consider this a little bonus here, considering I haven't done a pickups video like this in forever. Alright, much love to you guys. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.